for us.
It would be
spend the
easier.
next 5 minutes.
Doesn't look good also.
All right.
You're
Milord,
very kind, Milord, but
All right. What we are doing is we are just circulating a sheet of paper. If you can all just, as we are going along with the matter, write it. So we'll examine that and we'll put your names down.
I had made a request
This
yesterday.
Milord,
Some SOP, the committee is looking into it. There is no SOP on the hours of the doctor.
Of course, we said that.
it is a specific
it's a mandate.
remit of the committee.
Kiran, one second.
And the slip will-
One of the points which, that one para where I say this is a non-exhaustive list, it specifically says that they are made to work for 36 hours. And one more thing, we have said, we have referred to working conditions in general, which includes the work. So please assure the doctor, we are as concerned about them, that they have to work for 36 hours.
Yes.
All of us have also had family members, relatives. We have gone to public hospitals.
Yes.
I have slept on the floor of a public hospital when somebody in the family was not well. So we have gone through that. And you observe all of them working for 36 hours.
But we would also
Milord,
not like, my lord, a doctor who has not slept for 30 hours to treat us, my lord, because
May I just explain what happens in the hospitals? Because I have doctors in the family and also people studying in the medical colleges. What happens is that the senior, who are the third-year students of PG courses, they are the one who assign duty. You do us to 24 hours, and then thereafter you are given a rest for 2 to 3 hours. Again, you are called back on duty. The junior doctors are the one who prepare the discharge summary. And the discharge summary is prepared by them. So the workload is then again 2-3 hours. So it is almost 48 hours. It is not even 36 hours. So my humble submission is that you are neither in a physical state or a mental state at that stage to even resist if somebody is teasing you. I'm not even on the bigger sexual assault. I'm not on that because there are many incidents.
Shashikaranji, if you look at our order,
Yes.
Ms. Kumudal Das, if you see our order,
Yes.
we have in fact highlighted this very aspect, that there is a certain hierarchical nature of the workplace in a public hospital or any hospital. So when we have referred to that, and we have said because of the hierarchical nature, doctors, including junior doctors, are susceptible to harassment, not just sexual harassment, but different kinds of harassment.
Yes, Your Lordship. Yeah.
So we have specifically referred to this, but now that you have mentioned it, in a course of our order, in a brief order today, we will add to that as well. No difficulty. Your point is perfectly well taken. So please.
My lord,
that
a
is-
small point to supplement that,
say,
is that because
my
I
lord,
also
may I
come
just
from a
take a
family of
minute?
doctors, is that the counter to that, of course, is the fact that there are lots of peer-reviewed studies to say that continuity is important. Now, obviously, doctors can't be treated like this in light of that. So the committee should look into it and propose something
You see,
that
there is
has
another. I'll tell
adequate
you one thing.
safeguards.
I'll tell you one thing. We have got so many emails. I've been flooded with emails which I've been reading to the extent humanly possible. There's another viewpoint also that, look, if you have doctors only on duty for 8 hours, then the purpose is that the doctor must be able to see the evolution of the patient. So if that patient is there overnight, then your duty hours may extend beyond 8 hours so that you see that what is the development in the case of the patient between the time you entered and the time you exited. But we are not going to make any comment on that. The committee will.
Your lordship.
But for all
Certainly,
one thing is
48 hours of duty or 36 hours of duty is a little too aggressive.
is not really human. My lord, may I say I'm representing the KG car medical junior resident doctors. They are still RG car. And my lord, they are
By the way, Brother Justice Rishikesh Roy pointed out to me in another CB yesterday that you kept on saying car is car. So I said, well, I
we are
apologize.
forgetting one crucial thing.
So, my lord,
Can I speak?
can I
We are
just
forgetting one crucial thing. All doctors, my lord, which your lordships have constituted in the committee, they have passed through this very phase. They are aware of the problems.
So, my lord, I'm just saying that they are still terrorized. They are still in fear. They are saying our senior residents are back at work. We'll give it to the Registrar General in a sealed cover, the names of the people. There are about 70 junior residents and they are interns. And they are still feeling terrorized. They are threatened. They are actually being targeted
Geetal,
in the hospital.
but terrorized by whom? Because this is a serious thing, and they
Yes.
in the RG Kor medical hospital.
CISF
College.
is already there.
What is their
But
grievance?
instead of, my lord, giving them here, let them be given to me. I'll ensure, my lord, CISF to do the needful. My lord.
Yes, but we have to have their names in seal cover because those who've spoken up are feeling targeted already.
Yes.
And they have a
But-
timeline
but
of
targeted-
videos they have taken.
Targeted by whom? Don't give us names, but targeted broadly
By
by
officials, my lords, by goons. I am for
By-
20,000 doctors
by-
in the, Kolkata, my lords.
But
And
your lordship sees the.
many of them work in RG Kar.
Possibly a hint of.
By members of the administration, by people who are in the hospital.
All right,
And
we'll take note of that.
Yes,
There is one submission, Your Lordship. There's a last submission, Your Lordship, I want to make. Can we have a compensation distress fund
That's been
for the victims and the deceased of the family created by the state so that when at the time of the crisis of this kind of situation, they can be also get a compensation system like what we have done in the Nirbhaya case, Your Lordship.
All right, let's just see the status report for a moment. We'll just see the status.
With your lordship,
Just give us one moment.
with your lordship permission, may I just
1 second.
If
We'll have to
lordship
put in.
permits us, then should we post on the filing, e-filing, the suggestions or the pointers that we have, because it is anonymity which the resident doctors and interns from different places they are requesting, because the direct impact is on them. And their mental state is terrible. There is also a survey report of National Medical Council which says that 28%.
Point taken.
Under-
There should be a portal where suggestions can be given to the
Yes.
committee, even anonymously, without disclosure of identity.
Yes.
Point well taken. Noted.
Lords, after the status report, could we have 1 minute on the SIT, my lords? We are representing 5 associations of doctors. And the difficulty is that there is an institutional compromise with regard to the financial regularities and the rate. Here's why. There were the same gentleman who was the head of Dr. Shondip Ghosh, who was head of this RG Kor Medical College. Also, for example, commissioned, asked for CCTV cameras for 14 lakhs to be rented. Now, had he bought those CCTV cameras, they would have been there. It would have been a deterrent. And there would have been better accountability. An SIT 2 days ago was, and I have the notification here, my lords. An SIT was set up by the West Bengal government. To look into these irregularities by the same person, and that only constitutes officials that are under the control of the West Bengal government.
But would your lordship consider having the status report?
Earlier form
It is so powerful that
is the earlier form.
That my lords, he's
Why
been
are you saying
replied.
all this?
He's been
Lordship,
replied. Please.
In the nurse's case, he was
Please,
the IG.
Your lordships, my lord, consider the report first, my lord.
All right.
That
just-
might, my
So,
lord.
my lords, with regard to the SIT, just to
just one
close that
second.
loop.
Let's see the report and then we will come back to you on the SIT.
Yes, my lord.
We've also filed our report.
SP, Your Honor, I'm Dr. Rajiv Yusuf calling from
Just 1
Pune.
second. Everybody can just hold their patience for 2 minutes. Let's quickly run through the two status reports.
The state's report was not called for, but they have, my lord, asked, your lordship's way, my lord, it's entirely your
It's been
lordship.
called for in the order. Why did my learned friend say that?
Order,
I thought we had asked for the
Yes, of course.
the order.
Page 10, my lord, raise please, my lord, is,
in
page
fact-
10 of yours.
In fact, my
mine.
lords, I might, if your lordship will give me a minute, my lords, I don't want to interfere.
We'll just quickly run through this, then come back to you in a moment. So that we
Very
go step by step.
Very well.
10 para 7, Lord, before that, we have narrated the facts, etc., which broadly your lordships are aware, so I'm not And I'm obviously not reading, my lord. Your lordships may read from para 7.